If you want to know how I've helped over 50 people become doctor, most of them writing their literature reviews in 30 days or less, keep on watching. Hi, I am Dr. Marvette Lacy, and I work with doctoral students to write their dissertations in 12 months or less. I've been doing this since, 2016, and I am ready to help you write your literature review in 30 days or less. If you want to know more about my process, you can go ahead and sign up for the 30-day literature review workshop. Is down below. You can get it right now for only $50, which is 50% off. And I am doing this because we are doing a special 30-day challenge for the month of December where I give you a mini 30-minute assignment every day for 30 days, and you, at the end of it, will have a completed literature review. All you need to do is hit the link in the show notes, sign up, and I'll see you in the challenge. Number one, here's the thing. Most people would say if you wanted it bad enough, then you would write the literature review. But what if it's nothing about you wanting it? What if it's just that you don't understand the writing process? The most seasoned writers know that writing requires multiple drafts. To say it a different way, your literature review, you're going to have to write it at least 5 times. Now, I know that might seem like a blow to you, but I promise you, the more that you rewrite your literature review, the faster you'll get, the more confident you'll become, and the quicker you will finish your dissertation. I know that feels counterintuitive, but here's what I know after doing this for years. The long way is the fast way. You cannot skip the writing process. You're going to have to go through the many peaks and valleys of writing, and the faster you can accept it, the faster you'll make your way through. The second thing I want you to know is that you need more time than you think to edit your document, to edit your writing. The reason why you may be receiving feedback that says this doesn't sound academic enough, you need to keep reading, I'm confused, this is not structured well, is because you're not giving yourself enough time to edit. Most of those things happen in the editing process, not the writing process. Most people are not sitting down and saying things in the most beautiful, simple, clear way. No, they are sitting down, writing a very messy first draft, and then their subsequent drafts are where they polish and they refine. Maybe you just didn't know that, and that is the process. And so what I do is I help students start with their first draft. My 30-day literature review workshop is all about helping you get to a 20-page first draft. Because if you have a solid 20 pages, then you can spend your time and energy polishing, refining, adding details, and demonstrating with examples and being very clear in your words and even using the fancy academic words. That happens in the editing process. I tell my clients for every hour of writing, you want to at a minimum have 3 hours of editing, because that is the level of energy and time required to have the beautiful literature review or dissertation that you see so clearly in your head. And the other thing, which is similar to the second point, but it really deserves its own point, is that you cannot edit what does not exist. What I mean by that is you cannot edit words on a page that are not there. Most of you are trying to read and write, edit all at the same time. And that is why we see all of these memes like on Instagram where it says like you read 3 journal articles, 2 books to write 1 sentence. It's because you're trying to do it all at the same time. Instead, separate the process. Let reading be reading, writing be writing, editing be editing. In the workshop, I go through this. I give you detailed steps on how to have a process, how to read, how to organize, how to write. I even give you prompts that all you need to do is respond to. And if you can just follow instructions and respond to those prompts, you will have a completed literature review. The students who do not do the best with this workshop are those students who want to skip steps, who think that they don't want to trust the process, and who think they know best. And all they end up is overwhelmed again, and they have all of these ideas and no words on a page. I don't want that to be you. I want you to put words on a page, and I want you to write this literature review in less than 30 days. I've had clients write their literature reviews in a weekend. Like imagine you writing your literature review in a weekend. 2 days. It's possible, especially when you accept that you're going to have to rewrite it. You're going to spend a lot of time editing. But imagine the motivation you will have when you're editing 20 pages versus you just trying to put words on a page. That's the magic. So what is the 30-day literature review workshop? Well, first, I come in and I explain to you the purpose of a literature review. A literature review is a persuasive argument. It is a defense for why your study needs to happen. To make sure you have a clear topic and you're explaining to the reader what your topic is about and why it matters. That's the purpose of your literature review. Second, I give you a series of prompts to respond to, because before you read anything, before you organize anything, you first need to empty out your brain, because you have most likely been reading for months at this point. This is not the first time that you have come across your topic or you've thought about your topic. You have so much knowledge up there that you haven't given yourself enough credit for. So we begin this process with writing, and it is going to be scary. You are going to be a little bit unsure and uncertain, but if you can trust the process, I promise you, you're going to be shocked at the end of it, because you now have emptied your brain. You have an idea of how you think about your topic or the direction you want to go in, and that is going to point you to exactly the type of literature you want to include. Before, when you just try to read and write, you don't know what you're writing about. You don't know what it is that you're trying to organize. But when you begin with writing and you have an idea of what your argument's going to be, now you know exactly what literature to go to. And so we begin with 10 articles at a time. I tell you how to organize those articles. I show you how to read those articles. 15 minutes or less. That's all you're getting. Even if you think you are a slow reader, 15 minutes or less. I tell you exactly which sections to read. I show you how to take notes on that article in a way that is going to translate into written pages later on. So you do that for 10 articles. And then the next step is I show you how to combine your brain dump in those notes into your first section of your literature review. By the end of 10 days, you're going to have a strong, polished 4 to 6 pages of your first item of your literature review. And then we just repeat that process 2 more times. And by the end of that, you will have a 20-page, at a minimum 20-page draft. Many students have 30, 40 pages, because once you understand this writing process, you can go very quickly. It becomes second nature, and you never have to question how to get yourself to write again, whether that's for the literature review, for your method section, for your discussion chapter. What I'm teaching you in this workshop goes beyond the literature review. It gives you a clear step-by-step process for any form of academic writing. Something we say in Qual Scholars is that you know enough, you have enough, you are enough. And those are my parting words to you. And you can go ahead and watch this video right here, and I will see you there.